My name is Emily Weiser. I'm a wildlife biologist with Ecosystems Analytics here at the Alaska Science Center with the US Geological Survey.
And I'm Vijay Patil. I'm also a wildlife biologist with the Ecosystem Analytics group here at the Science Center.
Ecosystems Analytics is sort of a group of scientists here at the Science Center where we provide quantitative support to other projects. So projects that have some data that may need more of a complex analysis, more complex modeling, that project doesn't have the capacity for, that's the sort of thing that we do.
Yeah, and the sort of secondary role that we play is that sometimes at the Science Center we get last-minute requests from other agencies or partners for analyses to support some decision that's going to happen related to development in the Arctic or things like that. And so our program is composed of some folks who have the flexibility that we can jump into projects like that. You know, a lot of the researchers in the center here have their specialty that's a particular type of animal or ecosystem, and that expertise is a full-time job on its own. And so for a lot of these folks, they just don't have the bandwidth or the time to develop expertise in the analytical skills that are out there or the new sort of data sets that are coming online with you. So we help fill those sorts of gaps so everybody else can concentrate on their domain expertise.
One of the challenges that we face in working with other projects and other projects' data is that I'm not necessarily an expert on their data set or their study system. For example, if somebody wants me to help out with an eelgrass study, I don't know anything about eelgrass. So working with the species experts is really helpful with that. You know, they bring that expertise, but there's also things that I need to think about when analyzing the data, when building a model, to make sure that it's biologically realistic and appropriate and sort of represents that system well.
USGS is a non-regulatory agency, which means we do research, but we're not in charge of actually implementing it and making management decisions on the ground. So we partner with agencies like Fish and Wildlife, Bureau of Land Management, Alaska Department of Fish and Game, and other state, national, and local programs so that we can give them the information they need to make their decisions.
Yeah, one reason that I sort of took this career path was I used to do field work and I really loved field work, but I started learning that there are questions you can't answer in the field by, going out there and learning about the species and its habitat. You can learn a lot, but there's questions you can't answer. So that's kind of what piqued my curiosity and also highlights the utility of our roles here is, the things that you can't see, the things that you need a computer to help you answer the questions or look at the problem.